I wasn't ready for this. Not the weight, not the failure. But to tell you how we got here and how we finished the job, we have to go back to the beginning. In every good story, there's a turning point, a test. For us, raising the beams was that test. This was November 2022, nearly a year after we raised the first post. All 38 of our roundwood posts were standing. For months, that's all it was, a ring of vertical logs. Strong, patient, waiting. We'd made adjustments along the way, but the circle was standing. Now it was time for the next layer, the beams. The ring that would tie everything together. We thought we were ready. After months of prepping posts, it was time to go horizontal. The beams would turn a circle of posts into a structure. Our good hat needed a brim. A ring of logs, tying post to post and carrying the weight of everything above. Before we started lifting beams, we sealed every post, linseed oil and turpentine brushed in by hand. We knew the roof would take time, and these posts would be standing out in the weather for months, so we protected them. Before we cut a single beam, we confirmed every distance between posts. I recreated the inner circle on the ground, short log rounds spaced exactly where the beams would sit. Then I translated it to paper, every span written out in pencil. And then we checked it the simplest way we knew how. We walked it out.
Yeah, cool. I measured it right.
Good.
It closed perfectly. The mock-up was ready for beams. By the 16th of September, we'd already procured 6 out of the 8 beams that we needed for the inner circle structure. 2 more to go. I had imagined traditional timber framing, mortise and tenon, no screws. But that wasn't the right approach for this build. So I designed a lap joint. The full round of each beam rests directly on the post, only the ends are notched, just enough to overlap the next beam. That overlap transfers the load across both beams and straight down into the post below. Then, a 12-inch timber lock runs through both beams and into the center of the post. It resists uplift and keeps the ring from shifting laterally. Simple, repeatable, strong.
All right, it's done. The first cut of a beam for this house. Pretty sure that's the right angle. We will do one more measure and then we'll cut the other end.
Cutting to length was the first irreversible step. Each beam had a specific span in the circle from post to post, measured in the field, confirmed on paper. The first was beam AB.
All right, making the second cut on this beam. 135 degrees. Or 45 degrees, depending on how you look at it. Yeah, took my angles a slight bit off. I think I got about ½ inch more to go on this side.
Beam A to B cut to its exact span, one piece of the circle complete.
My 14-foot, 3-inch line there. Comes almost to it. about a 1/4 inch too far this way. Yeah, I think I took about a 1/4 off too much on this side too. That's all right. I'll just keep that in mind when measuring these other ones. So now we have 2 logs, that one and that one cut at the ends, not notched yet. I'm trying to think of a creative way to make a notch this guy, because there's a big gap underneath. Put that log underneath and have this sitting on top, resting on it. Just wanted to check in and show you what I'm doing on this log here. There's a little bit of a flat spot, but I wanted to make it more flat, so I'm going to start. You can see my cut there. I did a level cut, and now I'm chiseling out this bit on the end. This is the inside. We'll have to flip it over, but you can see the 13 feet 3 inch and 13 feet 7 inch. That's for a 2-inch notch. Right here, I just realized this log here, we cut it to 15 feet exactly, and I should have added 2 inches on each end for the notches, but the log wasn't even that long, so I couldn't have done that anyway. So I would just have to improvise and make the notch, make this log a little bit longer so it can meet a little bit further in on this post here. I will scoot it in a little bit, and then I need to measure that post there and make sure it's exactly where it needs to be and see how I am on that end. Then I'll make the decision on how deep this notch needs to be, which will then lead to the decision on how long this log needs to be. So I just flattened the side of the log here and then planed it down. So now I can start cutting it to length. I'll flip it over, cut it to length, and then I'll flatten out the other end there. So it'll lay nice and flat. All right, everybody. Right now we are prepping log number 63, which is going to be the westernmost part of the octagon of the inner circle, inner frame of the roof that we're putting up. So what I'm doing now is flattening this bottom here and then on the other side so they'll lay flat on the logs, on the posts. So the way I did it is I marked a line parallel to this edge right here, 7 inches from here, so it's clear of the post underneath, and I marked a level line on the ends right here. So I'm gonna cut, if you can see this line, I know it's in the shade, but there is a line, I promise you, right along there. So what I'll do is I will cut right here with this nice flat saw and get it exactly level with that line. Okay. Set it to a low 1/64 at first. Yeah, looks flat. Looks like our line is about here, so the log itself is not level right now. Just through to the line, and then I'll switch to the planer. Okay. Yeah, it's like 2 inches, 2.5 inches of flatness. Now we're making the cut on the southwest log of the inner circle, inner octagon. Okay, not the greatest cut, but I can fix it with the planer. We are gonna make our first notch, our first joint. We've got it all marked here. We're gonna go 2.5 inches deep on this one because we don't have much room on top of this log, so everything's gotta be kind of miniature. Let's see if we have enough battery life in this chainsaw. This thing is stripped. Yeah, this little guy is good for fine tuning. Battery. Come on. Doing it the right way here. Right tool for the right job. Oh yeah. Gotta use a metal saw blade for this wood. We only got like 1/4 of an inch left too. Oh my gosh. Hey, hopefully this will be the final cut of our first joint. Darn, I cut a little too deep here. I think it'll still work. Yeah, not as pretty as I would have liked it, but it's there. Okay.
First notch, 3 saws, a little too deep. For the second notch, I slowed way down, switched tools to just one saw, a Japanese pull saw.
Lo and behold, beautiful. Oh, smells good too. Piney. Oh man, cool. Look at that. That's a pretty cut. Took me probably 15 minutes to do, but I like the result. Way better than with the chainsaw. Awesome.
October 12th, beam HA.
Here comes the sun. All right, you. Oh, hello. Okay, guess we need to tighten that. Why are we not here? Okay, I think it's this. There. Finally. My God. All right, look at that. So we just did this notch here. 3 of us working together using this Japanese saw, which actually works pretty cool, but it took us, I don't know, half an hour to actually get this all the way cut. But for this, since this is a 12-inch diameter post that we're going to be putting it on, we decided to make the notch to be 1/3 of that distance. So 4 inches deep is what this notch is going to be. Because this log here, we flipped it upside down, but it's going to be sitting on top in this area right here that I've marked. We're cutting out, and it's going to just fit on top of here like a Lego. And so then, after this log, it's done, flattened on both ends, doesn't roll anymore. really secure. We've got this notch done. We've got that pine next to it done. So these locked together. So yeah, we're making great progress. First log done. Okay, first hole.
Can you still see the mark? How deep it can go?
Yeah, barely. We have this joint cut here, as you can see. We use this cut as a template for the bottom of this. Flips it upside down and quickly traced around it to make this notch. So it fits pretty well. It's kind of plumb if you angle it, but we'll see. So right here, I used the chisel, hammer and chisel, to score a line around here and around here. And I just chipped it all out. And then I did a little pass with the sander to smooth things out, make sure there weren't any burrs sticking anywhere. So what we're gonna do is flip this upside down and put it on top of this one. Then that'll be our second joint. So here's our test fit. You can see there's about 3/4 of an inch gap right there. And on this side, hardly any gap. The problem is, underneath here is this little knob. So I've marked where I want to shave it down, and that will hopefully make that fit flush. I use this little block of flat wood here to extend my plane here so I could see where to mark. Did kind of a contour map over the bump. Made my first cut with the Japanese saw. A little too shallow, but I just wanted to get something started, establish that. So I think we can use the planer now to just kind of go deeper and deeper on that flat surface. Okay, we shaved it down probably 3/4 of an inch. So hopefully it will fit tight right here now. And we flattened the other end here. This knob here sanded down, looking along the same plane as this. So let's give it a try. There we have it. It's not perfect, but we can troubleshoot, fix any problems. Looks a lot better. Let's see. Is it?
Yeah, that one, that's a big one over here. It's bigger than this one.
Okay, well, I'll take that one then. There we go. Slice. Look at that, finally. So that's 1 and 2 logs done. And we got our new load today. Starting with 87 there. They're all cypress. They're all 8 inches diameter plus. 87, 88. 15 feet long. 87's pretty much debarked. The other three, 88, 89, and 90, are gonna require some debarking. Hey everybody, well, we've got all of our inner circle beams. We're just working on them now. This is the last one that we have to debark, number 90. A little bit more to go. It's peeling off pretty easily. Thank goodness, look at the size of these strips that are coming off. Got all the logs at least laid out, except for this last one. I'm surprised we got it done this fast. Pretty much got 3 logs debarked today, so that's good. Gives us more time to work on the joinery, get this thing put together. All right, good old log 32, one of the old cedars, 32nd log we got. It's been cut on this end, so it will fit in with log 74 here. Going from post A to post B. This will be going from post B to post C. I flattened down the bottom. So now we're ready to flip it over and I'll start measuring to cut the notch. And I went ahead and debarked log 90. So now all the inner circle beams are debarked. Hey everybody, hi, joint number 8 is done. Check it out. Since the post underneath there is not very level, I put a little shim there. It's still not quite touching. I might need to shave away right here, this part, to make it lower. That'd be good because this is still a little higher than this. So that could go down more, and then that's touching really nicely there. That looks good, but you see, under here, the shim's not even doing anything. And then I measured that post there. Also, some fine tuning to do on that one there to get it to touch completely. And then we'll move on to that one right there, and that one right there. I finished the joint. You can see under here, that's what the shim's doing. So I'm hoping if the top of the post is actually level, it'll kind of come close to what the shim's doing there. But it's really tight. It is not moving at all. It's totally locked in. I'll walk on it, I'll show you. So there you have it. Got one end done. I'll work on this other end tomorrow. Got it marked, got the post set where it needs to be. So it should be quick and easy work with the chainsaw. Mark this joint too, I'll show you. It's gonna be a really little joint on this one because it's a really short log and pretty small diameter post too. We'll make it work. morning, everybody. It's a windy day. I am just cutting the first notch on the 6th beam for the inner circle. Got 5 beams done here. So hopefully it'll be soon to be 6 beams done. Just got to do this one and one on the other end. And there we have it. Nicely sanded.
Our 6th beam, our second of the cypress logs. The beam spanning posts D and E. Join D. It's all done now.
Yeah, so now we just gotta flip her over. We've got 6 logs done. Count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 more to go. Hey everybody, big check-in here. We have gotten a phenomenal amount of work done. We being me, David Randall, of course, and Joni. She is joining us for 5 days, and she's helped immensely. We've been prepping logs with boric acid and with linseed oil. These have been prepped with boric acid, but not linseed oil. And these, what you're looking at right now, are the door lintels. They're slightly curved, so they're upside down right now, but they're gonna be arches over the 4 doors. So these 4 logs are the 4 doorway lintels, and then the logs on either side, there and there, they haven't been cut yet, but they're going to be 4 feet long, and they will be on either side of these lintels. So you see the doorway there, the 4 foot distance there and there is what we're trying to use the 4 foot beams for. So we're gonna get all of that joined together, and then we will start putting together the 10 foot beams. We got a fire joint going, and Joni is linseed oiling all of the boards that we've milled for the roof. So awesome progress today. Very happy. Happy end of October. Happy Halloween, everybody. Big day. Thanks to the help of Joni and David, we have now gotten all of the inner circle beams linseed oiled. They're not assembled because we want to wait for them to dry. We don't want to like glue them together and not be able to get them apart because this linseed oil is sticky. But I'll go through, we can look at each and every one. AB, log BC, log CD, log DE, log EF, FG, GH, and HA. Good work, everybody. Hey, everybody. It is November 1st, and I just wanted to show you this. So we have gotten all of the inner circle beams treated with boric acid and linseed oil. and the joinery is done, and we put it back together. So, as long as our measurements are exact or close enough, if these faux posts match the actual locations of where the real posts will be, then all we'll have to do is put these beams up and we'll be done. So hopefully that's all we'll have to do. If not, it's okay. We can, I think everything is close enough to where we can put everything in the order that it needs to be, meaning this one first, then this one, then that one, then that one, that one, that one, that one, and then finally that one last, then it should work. And if this one happens to be too long, because I did intentionally leave it 2 inches longer than our measurement for the between those two posts, just to give me options. Because if it's too short, then there's nothing we can do. We can't join them together. But I can easily trim a couple inches off of that if need be when we rent the SkyTrack and start putting things up. So, big milestone. Big thanks to David Randall and to Joni, who came for 5 days and helped us a lot. So everything's looking great. So very happy. Now we can move on to all these logs. All right, y'all. Have a great one, and I'll see you on the next video. Hey, everybody. All right, here's the true test of these beams here. Woohoo! All right. If you can support me, I think we're fine.
With the inner circle beams underway, we turned our attention to the outer circle. We started with the south doorway, with the beam directly over the doorway called the lintel, and the 2 4-foot-long beams on either side of it.
Yeah, it looks like it's a little convex at the bottom. You can see a little light through there, but really pretty close. And we got some space for the other log. A little tiny bit of space. And then there's like a little gap on this one. So we got our door lintel here flipped upside down. And we've got both ends cut to the required angle to fit next to this 4-foot beam, which is already cut and ready to go. So I'm just gonna make the final cuts on this joint here, and we can test, see how the 4-footer and the 10-footer fit together. There we go. So there's a crack, a split in the wood. Not ideal, but I think as long as we keep it level, it should be fine. And now we have them joined. This is the lintel going over the south door. And then this is the 4-footer. So the joint looks pretty sweet. The south doorway is done. We did some work on the posts today. I got a new chainsaw this morning, and it's really lightweight, and we were able to shave the top couple inches off of this doorpost here next to the ladder. That one, for some reason, I made a lot longer than all the rest of the posts. So I used the 4-foot level against that post to the right and laid it on top of that post and then marked where it intersected that log. So that should be about right. And we made ourselves a little guardrail, safety rail here, so we could not feel so precarious at the top of this ladder when we're chainsawing. So we'll leave that up until we get the roof up, and then we can take it down. Glad we got some new tools that work. That is great news. It's coming along. We eyeballed the tops of all of these posts, and the worst offender was this one that we fixed. All the rest are probably within about an inch of each other, I think. So this is the north doorway. Just got the bottom flattened on the main lintel. The 4-footers are done. Both notches are cut. So now all I need to do is flip the main lintel over and cut the notches for it. Well, it's finally started to rain, so we built our first roof. Not very stable, but it's gonna keep the logs underneath dry. There's our beams, freshly cut. We haven't treated them yet with boric acid or linseed oil, so we don't want them getting wet. So there we have it. They're gonna go up there. And finished up the west door beams and almost done with the north door beams. Just need to do some cuts on the lintel. So progress is happening despite the rain. Hey folks, it's Saturday, November 12th, and we have got the north doorway complete. Check it out. I like that joint. Got our arch, asymmetrical arch. Yeah, that looks good. So there we have it. That's the north door. So it's November 12th. We will get the SkyTrack in a week. So actually 6 days from now. So here's our 10-foot beam collection here. We counted 14. We need 16 total. So we'll do as many as we can. We're working fast. Hopefully this week we will, in the next 6 days, we can get as many done as we can. Haven't started on the joinery of any of them yet, but that shouldn't take too long. We got the joiners for all 3 doors except for the east door. Haven't started on the east door yet, but north door's done. Here, south door is set up inside the house, and west door is right here. Hey everybody, it's Tuesday, November 15th. 3 days until SkyTrack rental. We are getting the rafters prepped right now. David is linseed oiling the ones that have already been boric acid treated. And then this left-hand pile here needs to be treated with boric acid. Then we treated all of the door beams with boric acid. All the north, south, and west. We haven't done the east yet. I need to work on that. But before I do that, I want to work on getting at least one 10-foot beam prepped. So here are our boric acided door beams. The one that's inside the south door there, we also treated. And we treated this gigantic cypress for our loft post. And now I'm working on this outer circle beam, 10-footer. So I should have this one done by the end of the day. Then I might move on to the east door. All right, our first 10-foot outer circle beam has been prepped. It's log number 58, post northwest 1 and post northwest 2. There we go. That's right. So it looks pretty good. It's a bit bigger than the 4-footer in diameter, but hey, that's okay. They're flat. They'll sit on top of each other nicely. And then we need to pick a log to come up against this one on northwest 2. Hey everybody, it's Wednesday, November 16th. 2 days till Skytrack rental day. So we are scrambling to get as many beams prepped as we can. Here is the south door assembly. All linseed oiled, boric acided, ready to put up. So that's good to go. Same has been done for the west and north door assemblies, and I've cut a 10-footer for the north side of the west door, that area right here, and another one for the area to the west of the south door right here. So log number 33 is there. It's cut, notched, flattened, boric acided. All we have to do is linseed oil it tomorrow and it'll be good for this 10-foot span. Now, just need to move the ladder to that post to the left and we can make the measurement for this next 10-footer. Hopefully it's 10 feet, but nothing can be that simple. All right, I'll catch you on the next one. Hey everybody, it's Thursday, November 17th. It's a little dark. Forgot to take a video today, but tomorrow is Skytrack day, so we've been trying to get as much done as we can. This one David's been working on really hard to get debarked before today, log 75, so it's looking awesome, excuse me. So that I will notch tomorrow. Maybe I'll slap some boric acid on it right now, and then it'll be dry and we can put some linseed oil on it. Stop. Okay.
Here we go.
You're in.
Okay, bring it down. Crack and boom.
Beautiful. Oh my gosh. That's so cool.
Yeah, hold it. You need to rotate or shim it. Yeah. You have the shims. Those would have been Bodor if the guy wanted to cut it like they wanted it.
All right, everybody. Congratulations. We have finished all the posts. They're all up.
When the last post was standing, we finally stopped and looked around. Cedar, cypress, oak, ash, pine, elm, and hickory rising from the earth in a quiet circle. After months of cutting, hauling, and lifting, the forest itself seemed to be standing there with us. In that moment, it felt almost ancient, like stepping into a ring of living pillars, something sacred, a little like our own Stonehenge. For the first time, we could truly feel the Cob Mahal taking shape.
Hey everybody, it's Skytrack, day 2. We got our good friend and mentor, Kat Taylor from Cob Hill Natural Building here, operating the Skytrack. Our other friend, Margaret Taylor from Cob Hill as well, is here. Melanie's here. David is bringing the inner circle beam over to where it needs to be. And Kat is testing out the Skytrack. So, we are about ready to go. Say hi, Melanie. All right. Here we go. We'll check in with you when we get the next one up.
Setting those beams was a careful dance. The Skytrack lifted each log from the center, while ropes on either end kept it steady as Kat lowered it onto the posts.
He said don't screw it all the way in.
All the while, David Randall stood balanced on a pallet on the forks, 12 feet in the air. Once the beam was seated, he loosened the strap and drove the 12-inch timberlock screws through the lap joints into the posts below. Watching him work with that kind of calm steadiness was something I deeply admired.
Woohoo! That looked good. Now that that screws in, we're gonna pivot based on there and get this right-hand one in the right spot. We're gonna persuade it over. So David just got the right-hand end in place. It's looking really good. Now he's moving over to the left-hand end to tighten up the timberlock, 6-inch timberlock that we put in. So it'll be flush and we can put the other log on top of that joint. So it's looking awesome. David is a hero, very brave man for being up there. Glad he's doing it.
Stop. I'm going to reposition the screw because this is more in the center.
Okay. Yay, thanks David. Second beam. David is timber locking it in right now.
Awesome. Yeah, you can do it in that edge, yeah.
I may have to do it at an angle.
Yeah, that's
Fine.
okay. It's okay, David.
No worries. That's actually better.
Okay.
Sweet.
Awesome.
Thanks, David. Okay, now a 12-incher through that other one. Next. Post number 3. We got it in place. We ended up having to make this, beam number 3. Make this post lean a little bit. But that's okay. Still looks good. And now there's enough of the beam on top of the post for it to be safe and really secure.
That's a good shot.
And here's the 12-inch screw, our second 12-inch screw, going into the third beam that we have. 1, 2, 3. Moving right along.
My tools are feeling it.
Okay, we're good.
Excellent.
In just a few seconds, everything we lifted that day was back on the ground. 4 posts had racked and fallen, including 2 we'd raised by hand back in January. Fortunately, no one was hurt. So, we shut it down for the day. The next morning, we came back to try again. It didn't take long to figure out what had happened. The beams were strong, but the posts weren't braced well enough to resist sideways force. With only a single piece of rebar anchoring each post, a small push at the top was enough to rack the whole structure. So before lifting anything again, we added solid diagonal bracing to lock the posts in place. Only then did we start raising beams again.
Guys, be careful, this slit.
After we resurrected each post, we immediately put up a tripod of 2x4s, diagonal braces, screwed into the midpoint of the post and staked into the ground to prevent them from racking again.
Do I still have room to go forward a hair? No. Do I have room? Oh yeah, a lot of room.
Kat brought along a friend that day, Joe Fondren. Joe jumped right in, helping us steady the beams as we started lifting again.
Pull down more, Melanie.
Stop.
Yeah.
Well, hey, we can do this one the same way we done that one.
Okay. Get one end down.
Yeah, let me have you for a second. Let me have this in just a little bit. Hanging off. Hold on.
Hanging off the edge.
Wait. Please stand back to me. Just a hair. Oh. Wait. Come down. Stop. Go up. Stop.
Oh, down a hair.
Just needs to retract.
Okay,
Retract
I'm
is
holding
it.
it in.
Stop.
Up.
Up.
No, it's
No.
not sitting.
Yeah.
Go up.
No,
No,
get
this
on the
side is
edge.
barely hanging on.
Yeah, both are hanging on. You need to go up.
Hang on.
It's just barely on.
Go up just a little bit, Cat. I know, hang on. Go up and then retract it and it'll drop it back down. I know. Yeah. If you retract, it'll drop it down more. So go up and then retract. Because the beam isn't over, it's not in between, centered in between the two posts.
Yep. I was worried about that.
Honestly, I mean, it just looks too short.
It needs to go up either way.
Like, we can seat it over on this side. That might give you, then you're not going to have a clean joint over here.
Yeah.
So before we go any further, what do you want to do?
Well, if it's not gonna work, we shouldn't use it. If it's too short. Hold on. So this beam, slightly a little bit too short, but we made it work. We persuaded it over. Joe persuaded it over. And now we got a 2x4 to make up for the gap in the joint. And we're just gonna put a 12-inch timber lock all the way through the log, through the 2x and into the post.
Joe wasn't afraid of heights, and before long, he was doing most of the work up in the air.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, not a big angle, but a little bit. He measured them and
I just wanted to make sure I was going to have enough fruit.
Great. Do you think it went through the 2x?
Top of it.
Okay, cool. It's not sliding around.
Stop. Strap's coming off.
All right. Hey, Miguelito.
Hi, Miguelito. Love you. Miss you. Get your butt to Texas. We need fish tacos.
Yes. All right, take a quick look. We're going to get back to work soon, but just want to show you this. Ta-da. We got 3 beams up. So, what's that? 5 more to go.
Yeah.
All right. See you later.
Now zoom out. Stop. This way. Go that way, Ed. That's hard time. Stop. Drop it down slow.
By the 5th inner circle beam, we traded the pallet for ladders. It was faster and a lot less of a balancing act for David.
Whoa! He's come back up. Watch your fingers. Lift it up. It's gonna have to be lifted up. 90 in is off. Just a little bit. Got it. Hey, walk back.
That is like so off.
Oh, man.
Over here. This is pretty tight.
But look at this one.
Yeah.
It's taking up a lot of the top of this log because this log is curving in.
Oh, wait a second. There's a big down slant to it.
Uh-huh, I see that.
With Joe and David working from ladders, the adjustments got easier.
There's enough room for the other log to sit on there. We're good. How many inches?
Center.
How many inches do we have on left on top of the post? Open.
Just on top of the pillar.
Yeah,
2.5 to 3.
that's really close to what we need. So
Okay. That could probably go out a little bit more.
okay.
Not much. That could probably. Yes, please.
Okay,
I ain't going nowhere.
I'll keep videoing then.
That's right. When I fall, I want it on video.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, now it's just coming a little bit more. Wait a second.
Hold on.
At this point, I wasn't holding ropes or climbing ladders anymore. My job was to stand back, watch the whole operation, and make sure everything moved in the right order. Acting as foreman let me see the big picture and call the next move. Turned out to be one of the most important roles I could play that day.
Wait, boom out.
Whoa, almost. Almost right there.
Hold on, I'm gonna try to kind of pull back for you a little bit and get the pressure taken off of it.
Margaret,
I'm on it.
you need to come on the other side of the road.
Alright, get your end right. There. I'm on it.
Leave yours.
I'm on.
Okay, okay. I got this. Yeah, you want me to come on this
Okay.
They need to come more on this way.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
We can manipulate by hand.
Oh, you want to hold the other piece?
I want it.
Joe?
That looks maybe. Yeah, Joe, a little back.
Do you want a hammer?
Yes, please.
Do you have a hammer there?
There's one right here. Keep that one just in case.
I'll grab it. Look. Here you go.
That ain't working.
Okay, stop right there.
How you looking?
I'm good. I'm real close to the other log here. The joint's good. I have a lot of the log on the post, so I'm good.
It looks perfectly centered from where I'm standing.
Okay, should I get you the drill?
Yeah, go ahead.
Work this out.
Stay with this though.
I will. I have one.
I've got the 6.
Oh, it's here. Hey, David.
Do you have the?
I have one.
Okay, so yeah, yep, good.
Whoa, wait a second.
Okay, wait a second.
Okay. It looks like your end could go out a little bit because you're actually sliding on the inside of that pier.
Yeah, I see.
Okay. Do you want me to get you the hammer?
Pass that.
I have one.
Keep moving. Keep going.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
Look, right there, you're perfect. And I'm still happy over here.
Great. Nice job.
Hey, can I come any that way at all?
And since I hit it in, it created a bigger gap.
All right, I'm about to come to you.
Coming half an inch.
It's going actually.
with it over here.
Okay.
It's getting down.
I got a little bit.
It's getting down now.
Okay.
It's fine.
That's good.
I just want a little bit more. over
Sure.
this.
It looks like you got like what, 3.5 inches of open post top there?
Yeah, about that.
Okay,
On this more side.
that's great. And this one has a pretty wide or pretty long notch too.
Yeah.
So I think hopefully the next log will fit really nicely.
The next one's the one we're looking for.
Yep,
The last one.
last one. Yeah, everything moved there for a second.
Yeah, it did. Everything shifted this way.
Okay.
That ain't moving. This is bouncing. We're good. Wait a second.
I'm feeling on my end.
Hold on. I'm not gonna make it work.
Yeah, that's good. If I need to trim some,
Ease down.
I'd be happy to.
Slow down.
Slowly down.
That wasn't slow, but that worked.
Hold on a second. Big hand. No, we're good. We're good.
All right. That'll work. Looks like the inner circle is complete.
With that, the inner circle was finally standing. It was a huge milestone, but we didn't celebrate for long. The next task was already waiting, the north door beams on the outer circle.
We're gonna do a close-up of the drill.
Oh, cool. Okay, it's running right now. Stop.
Come up a little bit. I'm almost welding it.
Johnny looks like a pretzel.
And it's warm.
Joe passed away less than a year after this day. I'm grateful he was there to help us raise these beams. Two days later, we turned our attention to the east door beams.
Hey folks, it's Tuesday, November 22nd, and the sky track has been returned. They took it back. We are left with the result. So I just wanted to do a quick video to give you an idea of the process for how we got these outer circle door lintels measured. So we haven't done this east one yet. Let's see, these 4 posts don't have anything on top of them yet. But you see the south door, the west door, and the north door are all complete. So we have just this east door left to go. So what I'm doing, I measured the top of this post, and it came to 12¼ inches. So I divided that into 3, which is just a little bit over 4 inches. So I just rounded down to 4. And I drew a line in the center, and if you can see here, it is lined up with that central rebar right there. So I offset that line 2 inches on both sides to give us that 4-inch wide third of the log, and this is where the notch is going to be. So on the left hand side here, that's where the whole round of this beam is going to be, and then within this area it'll be a half round on top, and then the whole round on this other third. So I'm going to do the same thing for that post and that post and that post. And then what I'm going to do is measure from this outer point right here where the line intersects the edge of the log to the corresponding point on that post. And that'll give me the outer length. And then I'm going to do the same on the inner length. This outer line, but the inner side from there to the outer line on that one. And that'll give us an idea, and we'll cut the 4-footer to fit those measurements, maybe more or less than 4 feet, and then we'll put it on top. And I think for these guys, as you can see, I'm standing up on a ladder, so I don't think we're going to need a sky track for this east entrance. So we'll get this east entrance done and then see what we can do about these 10-footers in between. We may be able to do it without a piece of huge machinery. So I'll check in with you later and let you know. All right. Bye, everybody. Hey, it's Monday, November 28th, and we're back at it. We're doing the east door, the 3 logs that comprise the east door. So the lintel and then the 2 4-footers on either side. So let's look at it. Okay, so we have that end flattened of our 8-footer door lintel, and this end flattened. That oak just looks beautiful when you plane it. So that's looking really good. And then we've got these two. These are our 2, number 66 E1 and number 21 E2. These are the 4-footers that go on either side, and we just got them treated with borate. And tomorrow we're gonna put them under the carport tonight because it's gonna rain, and then tomorrow we will treat them with linseed oil. And this one too, I'm gonna try, before it gets dark, I'm gonna try to get these notches done on this one. So wish me luck. Hey everybody, just wanted to show you a little thing we did. So like on this top joint, these 2 beams on top of this post, you can see we weren't able to even make the joint meet. It's like slightly touching, just like by a hair, but it's not really seated in the joint. So while we were up there, we just threw a 2x4 in that gap and screwed a big timber lock through everything. But now that we've had the time, I found the piece that we cut off of this log here. That notch right there, if you can see it. I'll go up the ladder so you can get a closer look. So there's the gap. See light under it. It's touching nicely there. And then here's what we joined together. That looks pretty nice. All right, we got the first beam for the east doorway up and screwed in. It is timber locked. It is not going anywhere. We braced these posts down here, shimmed that one really well, and as you can see, I'm shaking it. It's not moving much. So, very happy with this. We had to shorten this log a bit, so unfortunately I nicked the top of this post, but it's all right. Nothing a little cob can't heal. So, on to the next one, and then we'll get the lintel up. So we got the lintel put into place. Looks like there's a few things we have to fix though. One is on top of this post, the bottom of the lintel is not even touching the post itself. It's just all resting on the joint. So we're gonna knock a little bit off of the bottom of that joint on the lintel, about 1/2 inch I think, so it will touch. And then we're gonna try to scoot the whole thing to the right by about 1/2 inch too, so it'll be butting up perfectly against the north 4-footer. And there we have it. Is that the last screw? Oh, we still need to do that far one. That one right there. Okay. But aside from that, this east doorway is done. Sweet. Thanks, David. Mm-hmm. Okay, you were there. Just need to angle it.
Yeah.
Yep. Et voila. It's December 1st, Thursday, and we have got our first 10-foot beam put up. Southwest 1. For Southwest 2, 3, and 4, we'll probably have to rent another SkyTrack, but this was very easy to put up with the tractor. This method David came up with this pallet was ingenious. You just lay the log right in there, and we strap it, and then bring it up. And there you have it. Finished product. Isn't that beautiful? It's a cedar. It's got all those dimples in it. It was fun cleaning all the belly button lint out of those when we were debarking. But yeah, it looks great. It's starting to look really housey here. Hey everybody, it's Monday, December 12th, and I'm back at the logs. This one's the doozy. Let me show you. So this is log number 68. It's a black gum, and man, black gum is really hard to cut. I think it's kind of weird. It's kind of spirally, if that makes any sense. Like the grain is kind of in a spiral, as you can see, and when you cut it, there's like kind of spirally sort of, I don't know. It's hard to describe, but it kind of gets all tangled up and jammed on your chainsaw. It makes it really hard to cut. I had burning this wood as it was cutting it. But it's done. We got it. We got it cut. So there we go. So this is gonna be Southeast 1, the first one right off the east door. Right there. So this will probably be the next one we put up. Okay, y'all, big day. Nalini just finished up the last of the rafters. So all 25 of the rafters are now boric acided and linseed oiled and ready to put up. Yay! Hey everybody, well we got our last southeast beam done. This is southeast 3, and it's got notches at the top. I have it flipped upside down right now, but both sides are notched at the top, so this is the last one that we'll put on for the southeast side, so it'll fit on top of the notches at the bottom of the other 2 logs that will be put on before it will. So there we have it. And then got the notches boric acided. I'll let that dry, and then tomorrow I'll put some linseed oil on it. So great, we got southeast, the first quadrant. We have all the logs completed. So now I'm gonna move on to northeast. Hey everybody. Okay, well I roughed in this notch with a trusty little steel electric chainsaw, and now I'm just gonna set it free with the chisel. Not much left to go. This is log northeast 1. This is the one that's gonna come right off of the north door right there. And there we go, it just popped loose. There we have it. That's our joint. I used a cardboard template to measure it, so it should be pretty close to what's up there. All right, log 97, northeast 1 is done. Just gotta put a little bit of linseed oil on the joints, and we're complete. I just cut that open, the top open. We're gonna put another one on top of that, but I can set it whatever height I wanted it to, so I just set it smack dab in the middle. It's pretty tall notch even so. Maybe want to shave a little more off, but we'll see. Looks pretty cool. And then this is another one of those fun, I don't know what you call them, box joints. I don't know. Danger of these little edges breaking off when we put it up, but if they do, it's not the end of the world. So if my measurements were correct, this will just slide right on there and fit real snug. We shall see. Just wanted to catch a quick video. This is probably the last icy pond of 2022. If you can still even see the ice. There's some right in the middle and on the edges of the pond. Glad it's not so cold anymore. Ready to be able to work on the grading again. All right, and we got the post up. So this replacement is at the height we want. You can't see because of the perspective here, but it is pretty much level with the string that we have up here. So there you have it. It's a pine. So the last bedroom post is done. So we're gonna get up there and shave off a little bit of the top to re-level it, because we had to shim it a bit to get it exactly where we wanted it, but it's looking good from all angles. You can see it kind of has a nice S-curve going in and then out and then in again. So looking good. Okay, log northeast 2, 101 is now notched. This is the northeast 2 end. Here's the northeast 3 end. So I cut this one pretty low because we're gonna put this end of log northeast 3, 100 on it. It's a little teeny tiny end. So I will cut the bottom of this off and then it'll fit on there. But first, I'm gonna get this northeast 2 log out of the way. Okay, log 100, northeast 3 is now done. Notched on both sides. So this is the last of the northeast logs. And we finished all the southeast ones, so we have got all of the east beams finished. So it's a good accomplishment for today. Tomorrow we'll finish off the rest of the northwest. And then we'll have one southwest left to go. And then we're done with beams. Yeehaw! All right, see you on the next one. Southeast 4. David is now putting the timber lock in. So the first of our 2 kitchen beams is in place. Looks great. Look at that. Hey everybody. It is starting to look mighty. We got that beam right there put up today. And we also got that beam right there put up today in the back. Let's have a closer look. There we go. Beam northeast 4 is up. Our east door is extending a little farther to the north. we put this new post up and realized our beam's a little too long for it, so we're gonna trim it, and hopefully the one we have for here is long enough to make up for it just by scooting it just about an inch over. So wish us luck. And log Southwest 4 is flattened and notched. This means all of the Southwest logs are done and ready to put up. So we've got 3 out of 4 of these quadrants fully prepared with logs. Only thing we need to do now is 3 logs in the Northwest quadrant, and we'll get that done soon. Hey everybody, it's January 11th, 2023, and we have a victory. We have just put up this beam on the east side. Let's go take a look. You can see there's only a 2 beam wide gap here now on the southeast quadrant because we just put up this one. Southeast 1. Okay, big day. We got southeast 2 beam up. David's climbing a ladder right now to adjust it a bit. As you can see, it's a little too far in. That's better. Looks like we have about 1.5 to 2 inches of space remaining on that notch. What about on your side?
Could come in a little bit once I get back on the scaffolding.
I think you need to go like a 1/4 inch farther out, but that's it. Yeah, okay. I think that's perfect. That looks like it's right in the middle. Beautiful. All right. We have it. Now we just need to timber lock it in and shim it. Almost there. It's getting into that hard oak. All right, folks, there you have it. The southeast quadrant is done. Let's take a closer look. Hey everybody, it's January 17th, 2023, and we have put up Northeast 1. So we only have 2 more beams left for the Northeast quadrant now. And of course, our Southeast quadrant is all done. So looking good. Almost done with the whole east side, just 2 more beams to go. So we got 1 more up, Northeast 2. So now we have Northeast 1, Northeast 2, and Northeast 4 up. All that's left is Northeast 3, and we've got the entire east side. Okay folks, here we have it. This is beam Northeast 4 or Northeast 3, I don't know, but it's gonna go on post Northeast 3 and post northeast 4. This is the last beam for the whole east side of the house. So if my measurements are correct, we should just pop that right on. Once the ground dries, I don't want to keep making ruts. It just rained, so I think we're gonna wait till tomorrow to put it up. But it looks great, and yeah, excited to have that whole east side done. And then yeah, we'll get that sky track and we will finish up the west side and put on some rafters. So stay tuned. It will soon be rafter time. So we saw a video by Paul Wheaton on YouTube showing how he made a boom coming off of his Kubota tractor. So we pretty much copied his design here. We've got 2 arms to form the A-frame, and then this little piece of hardware I actually found on the side of the road. I think it's used for electrical power lines or something, some type of lineman clamping tool. It's got those teeth there. We're gonna rotate it so that we can use those hooks to attach cables to, put them on come-along so we can tension them up, and we'll hook them to the sides of the bucket there. And then this log sitting on top is going to be pushed back into the bucket, and that's going to be a log spacer to hold those 2 logs in place at the bottom of the bucket. So tomorrow we'll get the cables set up and see how it works out. All right. Great work, David, on getting this put together. It looks beautiful. I've just finished log northwest 4 of the 4 northwest beams that we had yet to do. So northwest 4 is done, cut, flattened, and notched. And then behind it is northwest 1, and it's flat, cut, flattened, and 1 notch is done. 1 more to go, but I'm gonna wait until we get the adjacent log for it prepped, which is northwest 3. And that's gonna be log number 80. This is log 92, northwest 4. And yeah, then we'll see how it fits. And then we'll make the final cut. And check out the house. Oh, and here's our boom that we're working on. We couldn't find 10-foot long come-alongs at the store, at the Home Depot or Lowe's or Tractor Supply, anywhere in town. So I ordered some online, 10-foot long come-alongs, rated for, I think it's 5 tons a piece. So those should be enough. All right, y'all. Have a good one. Be well. Hey, folks. It's Monday, January 30th. And guess what? We have got the last of the outer circle beams notched and cut and ready to put up. This is northwest 3 and northwest 1, these 2 logs here. So we're gonna take these off the sawhorses and put them over yonder on our beam area with all the remaining west side of the house beams, the 7 that we have yet to put up. And here's our new area for our beams. So we got the southwest ones here on the left and the northwest ones, or 2 of the northwest 4 on the right. Well, soon to be joined by the rest of them. All right. Despite the rainy day, we're still having fun. We got a lot done. So, with just our Kubota tractor and this boom we rigged up, we have put up our first beam. This is Southwest 2. We have 1, 2 more to go on the southwest side. And 4 more to go on the northwest side. But I think this is gonna work. Hopefully for all of these spots. Alright, we've got all but one of the southwest beams up. Let's go take a closer look and enjoy the sunset. This one first. We put up one on the left. One little gap left. Good evening, everybody.
High up here.
Is it touching at any point on the post? No. What about on that one, on the other one?
A lot better. The gap is closed.
But it's still not touching?
Some areas it is.
Good. As long as it's touching somewhere.
Use the ladder to get this on.
Need help? What I'm thinking is like that notch is so thin on the top, with time, it may actually flex and allow those bottoms to touch without any shins. I'm not sure. we decided we just couldn't get enough. We had to put one more beam up in addition to this final southwest beam. We came along to the northwest side and put up the first northwest beam. I think that's northwest 4, right? I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So there we have it. We have only 1, 2, 3 more to go. This is the last timber lock we are putting into this beam, third to the last beam. We've got 2 more to go.
Put any oil on this.
Yeah, we'll have to do that. All right, y'all, we got the second to last beam up. It's not exactly where we want it, but this huge torrential downpour just came. So we tied it down with rope. So it should be secure in this wind. And we'll deal with it when the rain stops. Hey everybody. So we had gotten ourselves into a bit of a pickle. These are the last 2 beams right in front of us here. Those 2. And we had measured them perfectly, but I think because of cuts that we made to this beam and to that beam there, or maybe for who knows what reason, these ended up being too short. So we were like, do we need to spend more time debarking new logs and just discard these, use them for something else, or can we make these work? So we opted to make them work, and this is what we're gonna do. So as you can see, this joint up at the top to the left, this one has a big gap, both top and bottom. In fact, it's not even touching. The 2 beams aren't even touching each other. So what we're gonna do, first step, have these metal straps underneath spanning them, so we're going to screw those into both beams. That'll help. Then we've got blocks, which are the cuts from the top and bottom there, and here's one of them. So we're treating this with boric acid right now, and then we're gonna do linseed oil. And then we'll fill these spaces with both of those blocks, top and bottom. Then we're gonna screw timber locks through those blocks and through the beams into the post. And then we may even do a strap or a metal plate at the very top to join the beams together at the top and on the outside as well. We're gonna go really, really secure, just overbuild, because we want that to be as strong as possible. So over here, as you can see, we flipped this beam upside down from its original configuration. So now we have these gaps at the top there and there. So what we're gonna do there is cut a half round, and just shove it in that spot, and we'll measure it so hopefully it will fit really tightly. Then we'll do 2 timber locks through that half round into the beams and then the post. We may even, to strengthen that, put a metal plate at the bottom of that half round. Then we'll pre-drill some holes in it for the timber locks to go through. We'll put the timber locks into the top part and through the metal plate just so it'll stick out just a little tiny bit, like that much. Then we'll set that on top and continue to drill those timber locks into the beams and posts. So that's our plan, and let me give you a 360. Parting 360. All right, see you later, folks. Okay, final timber lock for the outer circle beams. Going in now. Sounding good. Did it go through the side? Good. Oh man, that looks great. Thank you, David. So today is a pretty good occasion. We just finished the outer circle. We put the last timber lock in. So all of the outer circle beams are up.